Hey special family, welcome back to another video. We're doing another Reddit edition and this one is titled, I Hate My Autistic Brother. I hate him. There's no other way I can explain it. I truly despise him. 16 female, he's almost 20. I have grown up with my brother all my life, and every single year, every month, every week, every day, he ruins something for me. I was taught to be extremely patient with him because his autism wasn't anything that was constantly put on media. He didn't wipe himself properly, he bangs on walls, can't communicate through an entire conversation. He needs constant help, is what is. And I've been helping my parents since I was around 6. I'm writing this with a tear-stained face at 4 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. He has banged so hard into this wall for absolutely no reason that it's woken me up and I can't for the life of me go back to sleep. I have a test today, one that decides my grade for the semester. I've been studying for days and now I can't sleep. Ever since we've moved into this new house, which he's already messed up, our rooms are right next to each other now, and he constantly bangs on my wall, at least every other day. He has tantrums shaking the entire house, running the hard work it took for my mom to even buy this house. He feels like a constant chore. I clean the bathroom, he messes it right up after. Giving him a bath now is like a tsunami. He gets worse as he ages. It seems as if he gets more violent as well. He's given my mother multiple bruises. He's hit me. He's hit my grandma, my dad. He always results the violence, and we genuinely never understand why. We don't know what makes him so spent up and angry that he does this. We try to do nice things for him and with him, and we get no appreciation in return, not even a smile. Half the time he doesn't even want to leave the room anymore, and he yells when we try to encourage him too. It stresses me out every single day. Often I don't even feel safe in my bed. I feel as he isn't entire the issue. My parents take things out on me because they feel bad about taking out on him. My mom doesn't know how to handle stress, but I've always been her release in the worst way, when she's irritated on him and falls back on me, which is why our relationship's so often so strained. She definitely has her own issues, but he amplifies everything that's already wrong with her and falls back on me. I feel like a brat. I'm complaining, but it's so hard. I can't sleep. I can't do normal chores without having to deal with him again and again. I can genuinely enjoy even being around him. I'm staring at the spot in my wall in which soon he will make a dent, and then when there's no wall, what will he hit then? Me? I'm just tired. I'm really tired. I can't take it anymore. I hate him. That's a lot. That's a lot for a 16-year-old to handle, let's be honest. She is going through it. Let's see what the commenters had to say. First commenter, Critson, says, that sounds exhausting. You're not a brat. That is a lot to put on someone at such a young age. Your parents seems to have forgotten that you are also their child, and the younger one at that. That is a very difficult situation. You've lived it your whole life though. You've earned the right to get upset and vent when you need to. Bugaboo and 2 responded, you're the glass child in the family. Is there a relative you can live with while you finish high school, or a place you can go to study and get some peace and quiet away from him? And it's not your responsibility to bait or care for your brother. Also don't exist to be his punching bag or your mother's verbal punching bag. If your parents won't listen, find another adult who will. Relative, grandparents, school counselor, the family doctor. Next commenter says, I feel sympathy for you. I'm thinking lots of it starts going to try to post stuff explaining your brother and why he is the way he is and blah blah blah. But this isn't about your friggin' brother. It sounds like everything in your life is about him, and that is not okay, and that is not fair. I want to point something out here. You are being abused, straight up abused. You are being parentified. That's abuse. It's not your job to bait your brother. It is not your job to clean up after him. It is not your job to take care of him. It is your mother and your father's job. You are not the parent. You did not have a child. You did not sign up for this. When you have a D, you accept the risk that said kid and issues. They accepted the They accepted that risk when they had your brother. He is their responsibility. He's not your responsibility. This is parentifying, and it's abuse. Asking you to occasionally help is one thing. This is not that. Also, your parents taking their frustration out on you because you don't think it's fair to take it on him is abuse. Children do not exist as to be an outlet for their parents' frustration. They do not exist to be their living therapists. Pushing adult problems onto a kid is just another form of parentification, except now they're asking you to parent them instead of your brother. And guess whose job it is to parent them? Their own damn parents, not yours. Furthermore, being forced to live in a home where you are scared for your safety, guess what it is? Yup, abuse. Your parents have 2 children and they're only poorly taking care of one of them. They are only looking out for the best interest of one of them, that are neglecting your health and well-being. That is abuse. On top of all that, it sounds like your brother should be in a care home because your parents are incapable of adequately caring for him. Always being angry and smashing walls is not good for his physical or mental health. They have had 20 years to try to figure out a system of communication where they could understand what he needs. They have had 20 years to educate themselves on how to help him. Instead, they spent 3.5 years trying to figure him out and then gave up and had another kid to use as a caretaker. He should not be in their care. He should be with people who understand how to properly help him and who are old enough to deal with this. In short, your parents are shitty parents. If I were you, I would spend as little time at home as humanly possible, avoid keeping anything valuable there, and get out ASAP. Study your A off, sleep at friends' houses before tests, get into a good university far away, and free yourself from this. Over the summer, get a full-time job to get out of the house and save money. I really, really feel for you. That's everything I wanted to tell her, honestly. Numerous Foundation says, as a parent of a child with autism, I completely agree with you. The brother is parents' responsibility, not sisters. And if he's becoming violent and parents can't control him anymore, it is time to find him a care facility where he will feel more comfortable and the family will be safe. Insomniac Cyclops says, I grew up in a similar situation to OP, and unfortunately, most group homes aren't equipped to deal with behaviors common in high-needs autistic people, especially aggression. Depending on where they live, OP's parents may not have good options. Of course, that's no excuse for treating OP like a third parent, and evidently not even getting the brother in home care, which is generally more readily available. Just saying, it's not as simple as putting him in a care home. This commenter says, from teenage girl to teenage girl, this is torture. You're not a brat. This grown man is not making you sleep. Please record everything you can, make videos, photos, etc. Then call CPS and show it to them, not at your home. If they don't do jackass, go to the police. Not to just protect you, but also to protect your brother. Your brother needs help right now. Just like the other commenter says, he needs it. He is a 20-year-old man. He can and will hurt you in the future if you do not do something. Please report this. Your mom and brother will not like this. They will get mad at you for doing this. But their opinions do not matter. Only you matter in the scenario, okay? Help yourself and you will help your brother and mom. Next commenter says, the next time he puts his hands on you, tell someone at your school and have them call the police. I'm saying this because it's gotten to the point where your brother's actions will land someone in the hospital. Please consider doing this before someone else gets seriously hurt. This commenter says, sweetheart, that sounds terrible. You're in an abusive environment. You are not to blame for this. This is on your parents for failing to accept that they can't handle your brother. I'm not a trained medical professional, but it sounds like your brother's mental issues are so severe that he cannot be in a normal home, but should be placed in a specialized facility that is equipped to deal with his special circumstances. I almost want to suggest you call Child Protective Services, CPS, or whatever your county equivalent is on yourself. It's a nuclear option. It's definitely not a good option. But if people will not see reason, this might be a wake-up call they need. Can you move out, stay with family or friends at least until you finish school? Are you old enough to live on your own? Short term, your school needs to know of your home situation. Talk to the school counselor. They can perhaps set you up with therapy or a support group that has resources to help you. If there's no school counselor, talk to an adult outside of your immediate family you trust. Someone that will listen and not rat you out to your parents. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this video, because there are a lot of special needs siblings that are experiencing this, but it's not really being talked about. So I would like to hear your input about it in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.